Glycojet, performance enhancing supercarb matrix, maximum endurance, maximum pump, maximum transport. Only from Evogen Nutrition.
All right, guys. So why don't you show me how you do your cable fly? Go ahead. Just do a set. Okay. All right, you can stop. So basically, I kind of gave a little teaser about what ladders are. Okay. On this type of exercise, and any exercise you guys do, I don't care if it's a free weight exercise, a cable exercise, everybody goes about it a little bit differently. Most of the time, they need a little bit more upper chest, or they need a little bit more thickness in the chest. How do I make it more 3D? And what I do is, I've decided that there's different parts of the chest that fail at different intervals in regards to the range of motion. And what I started using this last couple years is what's called ladders. And what ladders, in terms of the range of motion work, go ahead and grab the handles again, is, and this is a trick that I want to show you guys so you guys can take this back home and be like, fuck, now I'm trying something that's going to actually really help get you to the next level. Go ahead and start your set. And what you're doing is you're going through, go ahead and to my hands, and you're going through a whole range of motion throughout the whole set. Good. There, good, go. And you ladder up, just like a ladder, and then you start laddering down. Good. And what this does is it allows you during the whole one set to go through the full range of motion of different muscle fibers that you're hitting. Do you feel a difference? There you go. There you go. And that can be on a standard set. There you go. Go ahead. Or it could be on an FST-7 set. Now, if you're using this as an FST, this is a great FST-7 exercise, because you're doing something that if you give out, this is why it's a good FST-7 exercise, because you can do the 7 sets with 30 seconds of rest. But what happens is you have the ability to, if you go to failure, when you go to failure, you can actually, you're not in a situation where you're going to end up hurting yourself. So the biggest thing is, number one, pick exercises to do FST-7 sets that are going to be cable or a machine. And then number two, when you're using FST-7, you could use these ladders within FST-7 or even just a standard set. A standard set, I usually have about 90 seconds of rest in between sets. And if it's FST-7, it's usually 30 to 45 seconds rest in between sets. Okay? And then, so that's one way of getting more range of motion to go to failure. And then the other way would be to do what we call sometimes FST supersets, where you're doing one. So go ahead and let's bump up the weight there, because I know you're holding back. So good, go. Good. Now what he's not doing is he's not breathing. If you want to oxygenate the muscle, you got to breathe. Between sets, between reps, keep your breathing up. So right now, breathe in the nose, out through the mouth. There you go. Good. Go. Good. Keep going. Good. Squeeze. Good. 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 Out. Good. Two more. One more. That was good weight. Good. Now push-ups. Let's go. Come on. Go. There you go. So now what you're doing is, this is an FST superset, okay? This is, you've increased blood flow through that range of motion, you've hit the fibers, now you're using a compound exercise to finish it off. So now not only are you getting your chest going, but also obviously you're getting some tri going as well. But because of the fact that you've basically, I mean, he still was a little bit light on the set, but gone to failure with that cable motion, the cable fly motion, now we're going to go with a pressing motion. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way to failure on this. And then you would wait 30 seconds and you would do this 7 times. So basically, how's your pump right now? Good. You know, and that's one set, right? Yeah. Now imagine 6 more sets of that. It's going to be retarded, right? Yeah. So the key is to be able to do that so that I want to build my strength on the first 3 or 4 exercises. The last exercise, you're turning around and you're trying to let yourself go to volume failure. So you're doing the cable flies, then you can turn around and do a cable press, and then you can also even finish off with a push-up. Now we're going to turn around, and now I'm going to do an FST-7 tricep with you. Okay? So yeah, same thing. Over here. Out there. There you go. Now you're working a little bit. Good. So now what's happening is on this set, we're going to do the same thing, except for right after this set, we're going to show you how to do a press set. Go. Good. Up. Good. There you go. Good. Don't forget to breathe. Good. There you go. Good. One more. Good. Now press. Bend your elbows and press to my hands. There you go. Good. 2. There you go. 3. 4. Come on. You got 8. 5. Come on. Touch. 6. Touch. Come on. 7. Touch. Good job. Barely made it. Now push-ups. Let's go. There you go. Now this is FST-7 tricep. Okay. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now stop. Go ahead and get up. Now to give you even additional, go ahead and stand right there. Okay. Okay. Now let me see you do most muscular. Squeeze. 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 Squeeze your chest. Squeeze. 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 Relax. Good. Now that's the time under tension. So, and what that does is not only you're going to get more growth from it, but you're also going to be able to see more detail.
Be able to follow like a whole year round.
Absolutely. The only difference between bulking and pre-contest should really be your diet and should be your cardio. Okay. Those are the only things. If you want to hold on to muscle, again, a bigger muscle is a stronger muscle. So if you stay strong, you will hold on to your muscle. If you get weak, especially like, I'm not talking about like a couple of reps off of your top, but anything more than that, then you end up having a real bad situation of muscle loss. The last week or 2, you're going to drop off. That's natural. But you want to try to keep your strength up as high as possible all the way through your whole prep. That's the key to being able to know whether or not you're having muscle loss, is when your strength curve really dips, that's a problem. Either your calories are too low, means your cardio could be too high, or you're not sleeping enough. So any of those 3 things could cause that. Now, if you're taking a product that's doing this to your blood supply, none of this shit's gonna work. It's like me saying, I'm gonna stand on a hose and you're trying to wash a car. None of that water's getting to there, it's a trickle, okay? That's why everything you build around, whether it's your supplements, whether it's your food, needs to be around blood flow. Okay. When I say supplements, I'm talking about stuff that's rich in nitric oxide and don't have so many stimulants in them that you get constriction. Because sometimes, and I talk about this all the time, we call it 1-3 dick, right? You drink it and you can't even get a hard on. If you can't get a hard on, how the hell is it supposed to get you pumped? How are you supposed to get 3D arms? So the key is blood flow. You want the effect of making sure to get that heart to push so many nutrients into the muscle that it triggers an anabolic effect, because that's what's proven to help with increasing your natural growth hormone, your natural insulin levels. You'll actually do less cardio because you're triggering your body's natural ability to absorb insulin at a higher rate. Those are all proven with these training methods, whether it's German volume training or FST-7. They're like documented to do that, because what it's doing is it's allowing your body to utilize its own insulin at higher levels so that you can turn around and utilize food at a higher capacity. So when you're in your supplements at a higher capacity, because that's what volume training does. So for body parts that you do not have good mind-muscle connection with, you can do FST-7 in the first exercise. Okay.
You do first and last 2.
Yeah, so now that was going to take me to the next thing. Actually, what do you guys like on payroll? Is that what you would say? So now we're going on to the most advanced, which is you do a pre and a re. Okay, so pre would be the first exercise, and then you reload with the last exercise. So I do that sometimes with guys who have arms that do not want to grow. First exercise, we do 7s. We do 2 base movements that are non-FST-7 foundation sets. Then we go in the last one, and then we do FST-7 again. And then we go that route. Same thing with food. the other thing you got to remember is always, always, always build your cheat meals around your weakest body parts. I've been talking about this for 10 years, okay? And there's enough people that are probably taking my information and making it their own, because I've seen so many people who already do that. But at the end of the day, as long as you guys get something results out of it, I don't care who wants to take credit for it. But sodium and fats, when you turn around and you have a cheat meal and it's Sunday night and you need to work on your back because that's your body part you need to bring up the most, then the next day, that's what you train after you go out and then have your sushi the night before. The sodium, the carbs are going to get in there, and you're going to have the best back workout because of the fact that you had your cheat meal the night before your weakest body part.
What are your thoughts on cheat meals after your workout, like post-workout?
Okay, good question. Cheat meals after the workout. You want to make sure that if at all possible, that you train and then have your cheat meal. Okay, so you do your training, your metabolism is spiked up, then you do your cheat meal there, but you still don't forget about the next training session. That's going to be the one where you want to be able to push, that's the most important one, because you're pushing all those macros and nutrients all into the next workout. So if you turn around and you're going to have sushi on Sunday, you train legs, you want to eat that within the next half hour after you train, as long as you're not too nauseous. If you did legs, then obviously you're a little more nauseous, but the key is to train hard, metabolism is ripping, have your cheat meal, then do the weakest body part the next day.